Wir blicken von einem der Schornsteine auf das Bootsdeck der Titanic. Und wie sieht's hier aus? Hier haben wir also das Poopdeck hinten. Mit der Docking Bridge. Die Lastenkräne. Nochmal die andere Seite anschauen. Genau, selbes in grün, nur spiegelverkehrt. Oh, die andere Ansicht wollten wir nochmal gucken. Ja genau, hier haben wir es doch. Alles klar. Hier ist der Eingang zur ersten Klasse, zur großen Treppe. Ja, das haben sie schon nicht einfach so gespiegelt. Sehr gut. So, was haben wir denn hier jetzt? Da war doch gerade irgendwas für uns Interessantes. Da haben wir es doch.
I think that notebook is for me. Please. I know exactly who you are. The agents have our secrets, yes? Thank you for finding it. Willie would have appreciated your effort. Cold, isn't it? I've maintained climate is the crucible of civilization. Culture blooms in the temperate. It is the tropic and Arctic zones which breed barbarism. Russia, for instance.
Also arbeitet Willi für die Russen.
In that notebook are names of anti-Tsarist Russians, revolutionaries living in exile. Germany supports these men. They are called communists. We provide assistance, small courtesies, and, wherever possible, financial encouragement. One of these men is moving to Krakow soon. Charming city, Krakow. We urge Willi to befriend such types in Vienna. He kept a list of such men for us, or so I thought. He was a Russian agent who was going to turn those names over to the Okhrana, the Russian Secret Service.
Und wenn die russische Polizei die Namen bekommt?
Dave would kill them. Secretly, of course, but kill them just the same. Think. With the revolutionaries all dead, the Tsar would be secure on his throne.
That should not be allowed. Not when there are wars to be planned for.
Now then, the notebook. What? An iceberg. They've run into an iceberg. The idiots! I will be taking that notebook now.
Das glaube ich nicht. Ich habe da was für dich. Den Stift.
What? Ah!
Sehr cool. Jetzt habe ich das Notebook, ne? Okay, alles klar. Jumpen kann ich jetzt wahrscheinlich nicht. Nee. Dann sehe ich mal zu, dass ich hier wegkomme. Immer schön runter, runter, runter. Wo geht's hier weiter? Ah, praktisch.
You see, my friend, we will all meet the devil. Eventually.
Gut, das war jetzt schon mal scheiße.
That's a nasty bump. You'll live. But for how long is the question? We've struck an iceberg. The incompetents, the idiots. That was an hour ago. The captain's called women and children to the boat. It's serious. She's sinking by the bow. She's got about an hour left, maybe a little more. The Rubaiyat. And a fine time I had getting it back from the purser. It's safer with you now. I've the painting. Take it. Here's your necklace from the purser. The Serbian Vlad. He must have the notebook. The notebook lists the names of Russian radicals. The Germans actively encourage Lenin and other revolutionaries. You must recover that notebook. This information is vitally important to our Russian ally. I know you're hurt, but the Titanic's sinking. It's not going to be easy. The lifts have been shut down for good. We must get the evidence off the ship before it goes. So, up we go. Now get cracking.
Junge, Junge, auf einmal ist hier so viel Stress. Oh, hä? Wo ist mein ganz anderer Kram? So ein Scheiß. Okay, ich habe diese 3 Sachen, ich brauche das Notebook.
Going to the devil full of gin. Georgia, on deck, I suppose, with the women and children. Or Sasha, she wouldn't stay with me. Not much point to me now, is there? Maybe there never was. Won't be much longer now, will it? She's sinking quickly. Cheers, and good luck to you.
Oh, hier konnte ich, glaube ich, die mal daddeln. Ich speichere deswegen mal. Karte. Warum Karte? Kommt jetzt.
Bonsoir, mon ami. Sit if you like. Talk to me. The Titanic is dying, but the games are still being played. Even here. Is that why you have come? For a game? To while away the time?
Yep.
By stakes? Why, mon ami, we play for souls. At least a substitute thereof. We must play for something real. Something a man would die for. Regardez. A carte d'entrée. A pass to the lifeboats. With this, you have life. Looks familiar, eh?
Aus meiner Butze.
What do you wish to put down in return?
The necklace. Ja.
Yeah, jewel. Such diamonds. Quite valuable. Almost as beautiful as the Lady Georgia. Bien. If you win, you receive the boat pass. If I win, I get the necklace. Let's begin.
Das sollte reichen.
You have won. Well played. Here. Deliverance. Of a kind. Try your luck?
Nein.
Well, maybe I see you again. Before you die. Adieu.
So, die Karte ist wichtig, um zu überleben.
If you've come to get me to leave, I'm not leaving Willie. I want to stay near him on the ship.
Er ist aber tot.
We went for a walk that night on deck. There were so many stars, just like tonight. I told him you can't see the stars in New York. The lights burn too bright. I told him to go to Central Park. I was going to take him to the park to show him the stars. We met here in the lounge the first night out. He introduced himself. Willie was so kind. Not like Mama's friends, they just want our money. I'm staying with him. Here, take this shawl. I don't need it. If you get to New York, visit the park. That's where you see stars. That's where I wanted to take Willie. Goodbye.
Okay, ein Schal. Ich weiß nicht genau, was ich dann noch machen sollte. Ich habe das im Untergang noch nicht so oft gemacht. Deswegen speichere ich mir mal. Hab den Schal. Upsi.
I wondered when you'd rematerialize. We're in a bit of a spot, don't you think? Me? My lord, no, I'm too old and too fat for small boats. Besides, after spending my corporeal career communing with the beyond, I'm not too worried about joining it now.
Okay, er will gar keine Hilfe, alles klar. Aber kannst du mir mal sagen, was der Schal jetzt kann?
No emanations here. I'm heading somewhere far more interesting. Let those who would stay save themselves.
Du wusstest, dass von der Titanic stimmt's?
But what's still unknown is what you will do. Don't you see? You've changed the past. You've had that chance. What you do now will change the future. Don't fail. use this wisely. You have the boat pass? Good. Use it wisely. Goodbye now. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance in this world. Perhaps we'll meet again in the next.
Shit, was mache ich jetzt mit dem Typen? Rede ich ganz sicherlich nicht.
The water's on E-deck. Get up top. The water's on E-deck. Get up top.
Verdammt.
Stand back! Ladies and gentlemen, maintain order. Women and children board first.
Prepare to swing out! Lifeboat away, sir!
Okay, ich muss nach oben. Promenade geht nicht mehr. Shit. Ich muss mit den Leuten hier reden.
You've not found a boat? It seems I shall not see Sunapee either. This is a test of faith, like the blood fluke infestations at the mission. Unspeakable things. The worms fell even the fittest. We prayed then too, after Mazan and the bearers fled into the bush. Though Emily did not escape God's plan, tonight is another test. We shall brave the deluge like Noah and his family. Does anyone know how long the great flood raged? Do you know?
40 Tage.
Exactly. You are blessed with fortune. Comfort Miss Limehouse. She is in the first-class lounge.
Hab ich schon. Aber wo ist denn Vlad, der Penner?
Leave! I'm getting on that boat. The child's mine. Stay away, I'm warning you.
How is the mission going? Have you checked Zeitel's cabin? What about Vlad?
Wo ist?
The sailors are giving priority to women and
Kabine?
if worse comes to worse, give me the evidence. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. There are still quite a few boats left.
Okay, das heißt, ich muss also zum A-Deck. Zu der Kabine von dem Zeitel. Wo waren die? Verdammt. Jo, die Zeit.
Zeitel's poisoned me to get something from you. He's waiting for you in the lounge with an antidote. Give him what he wants, or I'll die. Please, help me. Help me. It's poison. I can't breathe. Zeitel has...
So ein Penner, ernsthaft jetzt. Gut, also sie ist vergiftet worden, dann renne ich jetzt also wieder zur Lounge.
You are proving surprisingly hardy, so perhaps you'll honor one more request. The evening's last, it would seem. Oh, but you must. You could save a life.
The Lady Georgia's, of course. I've poisoned her. If you decide against helping me, she will die.
But if you cooperate, the antidote for her. Why, there goes Mr. Ismay. He's abandoning ship. Not just the women and children. The president of the line gets a seat too. So, will you help? Good. Listen closely. You have the painting, and we both know its true value.
Please, the painting. Hand it to me.
If you don't do this, Lady Georgia will die. Are we clear? Good. I despise miscommunication.
I am warning you, Carlson. Give me the painting.
Really now. I never take no for an
Toll.
answer.
Ich bin draufgegangen. Das ist ja echt voll blöd gelaufen. Shit, hab ich vorher gespeichert? Was soll ich mit diesem blöden Schal machen?
No one's allowed on the bridge. Captain's orders. Stay with the others.
Wo ist denn Vlad? Lutsch doch.
No one's allowed on the bridge.
Bist du denn
Captain's orders. Stay with the others.
Stand back! Ladies and gentlemen, maintain order! Women and children board first!
Ah, das hatten wir schon.
See what I said about moonless night? Boats 10 and 12 are next. Sailor, start filling 10 and 12.
I say, old bean. Absolute madhouse, don't you think? People running hither and thither, no organization, no plan of attack.
Henry doesn't think the situation calls for panic.
Lunatics, all of them, running about like rabbits with a stoat at the hole.
The lapse in social order is absolutely shocking.
Boats! Ha! If I were captain...
Such people, they're not dressed for first cabin, like those two immigrants on the second-class stairwell. Really, something should be done. The woman's quite upset.
Sodding for...
I can't possibly get in these boats.
I agree. Packing the women off in such crowded quarters.
Frightfully cramped.
Like tinned...
The Titanic is perfectly safe, isn't it?
I say, I'm in need of a gin.
Not now, Henry, not now. The officer there, he wants me in the boat.
They say the smoking room's still...
Goodness, I do believe I hear running water.
Perhaps we can play a few hands with that Frenchman.
Henry, I do think we should stay here with the boats.
Blast it all, Ribena. Pitch yourself in. I say, old bean, coming with? Suit yourself then. Cheerio.
Have you seen the Astors? My dear, how did you ever miss them? In the gymnasium. JJ was dissecting one of these wretched jackets to show his wife. Horrid. They go with nothing. Nothing. Couldn't be more tiresome. Though White did go with JJ's blue suit. But then he always cuts a figure. The Astor men. Such sharp dresses. Such prizes. As she figured out.
Okay.
Madeline, his child bride. Imagine, John Jacob Astor, a divorced man, marrying a 19-year-old from Brooklyn, too. In What I Do, she became like creme brulee, too rich to digest. Social disaster. They were cut, my dear, cut dead. So John took her abroad, to Egypt, where they and Mrs. Brown, that dreadful miner's wife, were thicker than thieves, of which Cairo is infested, I assure you.
Mann, die labert ja. Oh, da kam ich noch rein. Irgendwo hier waren noch diese beiden. Die sagten noch Stairwell, Second Class. Hä? Bin ich schon ganz unten? Achso, natürlich ein teuer Trick. Da geht's nicht mehr weiter. Aber hier kann ich noch rein, oder was? What?
The engine room's about to go. Go! Get up top!
Kacke. Ah, ich glaube, ich muss das... Oh, was zum Teufel?
You have found me. And Sasha.